Good evening. I am Alex, and welcome to Homebrew, presented by Raven and Blade. Homebrew is a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons live play that is featured on streaming sites like YouTube and Twitch, and now, through the power of imagination, podcasts. Homebrew tells the tale of 5 Emergent mercenaries for hire: Gareth Legant, the Longfall fighter; Lee Bond, the Spiralis rogue; Lux Particula, the Rhytara wizard; Stranfiend, the Knoll druid; and Thoradin, the Droclinar barbarian, and their adventures through the lands of Alin Adin. This first episode is a character building episode 0 of sorts, filmed back when it was still okay to sit around a table with friends to play D&D. In it, you'll get to listen along as we figure tech things out and create 2 of the current characters in the group. Hope you enjoy.
All right, we're live.
Okay.
I don't know, someone said hello in the chat.
Oh, sweet.
That was me.
Hi.
What is the streaming on?
Yeah, Jacob.
Twitch.
Oh, I don't have Twitch on here anymore.
I'm watching it in the browser. I don't have it on here.
Oh, gotcha.
I cannot hold
I can see Johnny's hand.
Is there a delay?
There is.
That's awesome. Did you guys, shall we toast the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Alright, come here, Teddy.
Teddy, please.
Alright, here's to Alex's ingenuity.
There's...
Kitty, I'm gonna murder
Hey! Hey!
you. Here, Teddy, come here. I know, come here, Teddy. It's right here. Teddy, your drink is right here. Okay. Good job. Was that Yummy's head? How is your bubbly?
Oh, it's great. I love
It's
it. What
good.
is it?
Drink Google.
What's
Sorry,
that?
what?
Oh,
I think you need antibiotics for that, but...
Mercy!
Did you get the little bump?
So I figured this first game was going to be kind of an experiment and kind of a pre-session 0, because we're actually going to not only hopefully do some character creation, but also discuss what kind of game we want to play, what our expectations are, if we want it to be, a serious game, a funny game, political, action adventure, what we're kind of expecting out of this and how we're going to have the most fun. Excuse me.
Pardon you, Ted.
So to start, I thought I would describe the setting and build in your mind sort of a loose idea of the world and where your characters are in it, and then we go from there, and we can start deciding who your characters are exactly: a race, what class, their backgrounds, and do all that fun stuff. So to start off with, you live in the town of Whitecap.
White cat.
Teddy, can you get your...
It's on a peninsula sticking out into
very
a large freshwater lake called the Wormheart, which is a freshwater lake in a region of the world known as Dara. And your town exists in the far northern reaches of the kingdom of Terragir.
Teddy, get up.
The capital city of Terragir is a city called Triano, and it's located so far south that it might even be a dream. No one that you know has ever actually been there. It's just you hear stories about the capital city, but it's very far away. And then to the east, across the Wormheart, sits the neighboring kingdom of Delafran, and its capital city of riches and splendor known as Cyrano.
What kind of monster was that?
Hurry on.
Yeah.
Russell?
Everyone was warned that cats
Russell?
might make an appearance. I doubt Bucky will ever show up on the table now.
Russell?
Can I have some more Yes, once we get to a break point. Let's
Maybe
finish.
get some more.
Let's let Alec. Oh, are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's in the fridge and the door.
We're keeping it loose.
Can Teddy,
I'm sure he will in his own time. But he's not bothering anything right now. Thank you.
So the peninsula that Whitecap sits on, it enjoys relatively cool summers and long winters where it becomes just cold enough for water to freeze. The forests of the region are rich and varied with broadleaf trees and shrubs, and temperate evergreen and coniferous forests covering the wilds. Cedars and firs and other types of trees like that become more plentiful as one travels north into
Okay.
the untamed black wood.
So like temperature range of Ireland, but the vegetation of New England and Nova Scotia.
The specific inspiration was taken from Gotland, Sweden, which is a peninsula in Sweden,
Hey, Alex.
which is around the same latitude.
Yeah.
No.
Whitecap is fairly flat terrain, and it grows a little bit more rocky and rough along the northeastern shores, along the Wormheart. The town itself, Whitecap, an early version here of the city, enjoys
Really,
Roman.
there's a key.
Oh, I just said that part. The town itself is built atop the ruins of a much older and larger port city once called a Sala. It was abandoned hundreds of years ago. And now the town has found new life in the fertile croplands surrounding Whitecap, as well as the rediscovered history of the Salar as a former robust trading post and last stop before entering the untamed north. Yes, John?
Do you want me to turn the light on?
It reflects directly onto the
The shiny.
battle map, so there's like a white.
Oh.
Yeah. Do you need more light?
Well, kind of, but.
I mean, you can pick those papers up or look at them more closely.
Hey.
Yeah. You clapping?
Oh, you want to clap the light on? It doesn't do that.
So
Thanks.
when it was known as a Salar, it was sort of the last stop for people heading north, further north into what's called the Black Wood, which is this direction. So people traveling up from Triana, which is the capital city of Terrigear, would make what their last stop in Whitecap before traveling on further.
Okay.
And also ships from Delafran and from other towns and villages along the Wormheart all came to Whitecap to trade. It's sort of like it was a central
Port
trading
City.
hub.
Gotcha.
That's Whitecap, right?
Not only is the town called Whitecap, but the entire peninsula is called Whitecap. This is the actual city of Whitecap, yeah. The Whitecap market opens and runs continuously from Winole, which is high spring, to Lifris, which is low autumn, at a holiday called Golden Tide. And it brings in ships and wagons from all across Duroc. So it's just the marketplace. It's just like the place to be in town. The town has recently grown prosperous enough to warrant the return of the Terrigear crown. Princess Leonora Atwood, Duchess of the Salar, who has taken up residence and is rebuilding the walled Atwood Manor on the west side of Whitecap. Yes, you had a question?
Is she related to Princess Leia?
She is not.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Because she's a princess?
Well,
I
And the
know.
first part of her name is
Leonora?
wait, so you came up with
Leo?
this, right? You came up with the whole campaign?
I did.
So it wasn't a published one?
Right.
Wow.
I know, he's really good at writing stories.
Yeah, he really is.
So that's sort of the setting. And we're going to figure out who your characters are within this setting. My thought was that either you all were born and raised in Whitecap, or you have recently arrived for whatever reason and are currently residing in Whitecap. So either you're born and raised here, or you're a traveler who arrived here at some point. It doesn't really matter which, so whichever is more comfortable for you. The primary race in this part of the world are humans. There are two basic types of humans that are common in this area, a type called the Lonfall and a type called the Rashian. Lonfall are...
I don't want to be rashy.
They have a bomb for that.
Do they?
Um,
And you become
Cost 2 gold
landfall?
pieces.
The Lonfall are an older human species who are
I'm an older
considered
human species.
the original residents of Whitecap. The Rashian are more newcomers, and sometimes they can be sort of looked a little down upon because of this. They're sort of the they're not seen quite as cultured as the Lonfall.
Would
might
one
be.
call them young and rash?
Mhm.
Okay.
Rash. And then another sub-race of human, not as plentiful as the other two, are called the Turwin, who are northern people who have traveled from basically the frozen tundra and have come down into the warmer areas for whatever reason. So there are some Turwin in Whitecap, but it's mostly logfall and ration. Other than appearance differences, there's not much to. There's no like specific bonuses or penalties to choose one race over another. Well, she can hear me.
Well, yeah, but she's watching a video.
I can still hear him,
Okay.
but I'm also watching.
Wait, what is your headphones?
You don't need to. You can talk loud in this instance. We actually
Hello.
we approve of loudspeak.
Yeah, no.
Just so the webcam can hear.
Yeah, I
I'm
guess.
playing it quiet. I can still hear you.
Hello, webcam.
There are also who are a race known as the Kael, which are basically halflings. They are a short, diminutive race who have sort of blended in with human society. There also could be elves and could be dwarves, although a dwarf being in Whitecap would be kind of special. Like there would have to be some weird reason that not only would he be so far away from the mountains, but he would be in a primarily human area, mostly known for maritime activities. So why a dwarf would be there, it would be a weird reason. It could be there, but we'd have to come up with something else strange. You guys probably own the paper just so you can take notes and stuff. Does everyone have a pencil?
I think I should
No.
use my laptop instead of my tablet.
Word document.
Can
I'm
I?
better at typing.
Can I use
Yeah,
my?
you can open a Word document though.
If you open a Google Docs, then we can all share it.
That's true.
Yeah. Can I?
So
use
Willie
my-
just voted to be note taker for the entire campaign.
Sweet.
I don't know if your laptop is charged. It hasn't been
Oh, yeah,
plugged up in a while.
It doesn't. It won't hold the charge. It has to stay plugged in.
Okay.
Actually, for some reason that's not.
Oh, it's not true.
Yeah.
It's just my computer that's like that. Okay.
So I'm gonna go get my computer. I'll be back in a second.
Alrighty, dighty.
What problems are besetting this town of Whitecap?
Several hundred years ago, something happened in the city. It was a much larger, more prosperous city.
Can you show us where the outlines of the previous city and the current city are? Yeah, that makes
Chances
sense.
are, right now, Whitecap has a population of a little over 3,000 people.
Okay.
In its prime, it probably boasted a population of 8,000 to 10,000.
Oh wow.
So it was way more spread out than
Yeah.
this.
Okay, so this is current city. Is that
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah, this
gotcha.
is the current
Okay.
3,000 population Whitecap.
okay?
This is where the princess resides in Atwood Manor, farmland, market. There's a variety. It's about, I'd say maybe 2/3 of the actual buildings are homes and residences, and the other third are,
Oh, peaceful.
You're taking a video or picture? Okay.
Yeah.
and the other third are businesses and shops.
Over here, Johnny. Over here.
Oh, over there.
Yeah, where I have my phone.
Okay, yeah.
The other third is what?
It's like 200 years ago, a solar was destroyed and the city was abandoned. Some really hardy, robust residents who didn't want to say quit, or they just wanted to see it through, stayed, probably living in extreme squalor and poverty for a long time, and now slowly over the years people have started returning to a solar because the soil is really fertile. It's really good for a variety of crops. I actually jotted down some
Yes.
crops
Yes.
that they probably grow, stuff like onion, asparagus, different types of fruits like apple, pear, berries. So the biggest challenge is right now it's going through some growing pains because so many people are arriving. The market is like known far and wide. People love coming to this place because it brings in goods from across the Wormheart. It brings in goods from the Blackwood to the north. It brings in stuff from Terrigier. So people, since it has a reputation as being the place for this market, the market has become even bigger and bigger and bigger.
So you said there's some of the growing pains, so it's just like not enough housing for people or not enough resources.
Or infrastructure.
Teddy's probably don't know my computer because there's something going on. I'm just not in the house. How do I exit this?
You can exit, so you can just close out of there.
Or I could just...
Housing has been an issue because they've had to put up new residences and buildings relatively quickly. So the quality might be substandard.
So there's a bunch
there
of
are other
slumlords.
people.
Okay.
There are a bunch
Can
of
we
what?
name one Mr. Suggs?
Bunch of slumlords.
Slumlords.
Google Docs.
Mr. Suggs was my slumlord in college.
Not Google. Yeah.
That is a
awful.
slumlord name.
Isn't it? It was awful.
Google Docs.
There are people who sort of want,
Yeah.
who don't like all this new blood in the town. They don't like that it's growing so fast. They prefer
The old
simple,
guard.
yeah. Who are probably mostly the Lost Fall. They were the ones who colonized this area originally, and were probably the ones that sort of held on after the destruction of Asalar.
Racist
boomers.
jerks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
I got a puppy in my lap.
I'm all about like finding the slumlords and like making housing affordable.
Right?
Hey, what will change my
We should
profile?
do it.
Also, like, equal opportunity housing.
We'll experiment on my
All right. So
computer.
that's how this game's gonna be.
So Heidi, do you think you want to be someone who's lived in Whitecap for a while, or are you a recent?
Oh, yeah.
arrival?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Well, my phone doesn't really know, but I would like to be a long-term resident, yes.
So probably human.
Yeah, sure, if I must.
You don't must.
But it makes
But
more
it's
sense, yeah.
It's most likely that you would be.
Yeah. How else can I agitate for the rights of the...
Have you been using my mouse again?
Oh, my phone.
Yes, your mouse is over with Alex. Alex is using the mouse.
Oh,
Sorry, Johnny.
it's okay.
All right.
There will be no cursing on this stream. This is family friendly.
Is
I'm
it?
pretty sure when I click on it, it says for mature audiences only.
Maybe it's
Oh,
not.
then
Are
I
you
can't
guys-
watch it then.
Oh, that's because of my normal streaming.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Or there's some warning about, yeah.
Or I'm not wearing pants most of the time.
Wait, what? No, that's mom.
We're not wearing pants while we stream this game. Got it.
Wearing pants.
What?
Thank God Johnny's wearing pants.
Yeah.
At least someone is.
Oh, your touchpad doesn't work at all. Yeah, I'm gonna.
No,
have to
it
go
no,
get
it does not
another
work in
mouse.
any way.
Can't believe I'm a DM. They actually think I'm pretty decent.
No, it is
Yes.
it is known. You are really good at it.
So these are the algebras that are coming over.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, Hunter is Hunter in the algebras?
I don't know, he's in a separate class, but does he love math?
He's not advanced math though.
Okay.
And there's
Well-
all sorts of classes in D&D.
What?
There's all sorts of classes in D&D.
What did I say?
He says he's in a separate class.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Well, maybe he can be an Algebros supporter.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the
Technically,
Glee
he's kind
Club.
of in algebras
Yeah.
because he hangs out
Yeah.
with us.
Algebra
He's
seems more
well
like a state of
rounded.
mind than an
There you
actual.
go. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. So Heidi,
Yes.
and while we start with her, you guys start thinking about what you might like to do. I brought your dice up for you. Do you
I
want
saw
to?
that.
Do you want to roll some?
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to
scores?
get access to my Twitch account and I can't. All right. You know I don't like rolling for things.
Do you want a piece of paper?
Yes,
Tell
but
me
perhaps
about
I'd
it,
need a
Mom.
pencil.
I'm rolling.
No, I
That's
love
the-
rolling.
Yeah,
I just
I love rolling. It's just
statistically,
it just isn't.
I'd rather rely on odds.
It's not
The-
convenient. It's like takes time to roll for every single thing you do.
Your algebras will appreciate this. I like doing the math.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go standard 46. Drop the lowest. Do that 6 times, and that'll be those are the
46
ability scores. 4d6.
Oh, 4d6.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what's time? It's 11:31.
11:31.
So that therefore Hunter can't be up on stream, but he's just coming at 4.
Right.
Aw.
And we'd have to have permission from his parents.
Well, I guess.
Mom,
Yes, dear.
can we play too?
You want to play too?
Yeah.
Well, you watch
see my
and
set.
see what you think, okay? Because we're just figuring it out right now.
These are silver, Mom.
You're gonna take a
Oh,
picture?
and purple.
Oh, what do I want?
Oh,
Oh, these are like
Can you be
my
in charge of the pictures of the
Nice.
stream?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in charge. You're the official photographer.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh,
HOMEBREw.
wow.
It's
Nice.
Teddy Porter. All right, so make sure to get some good pictures, okay?
Oh, this one's
Take
like
pictures of
Mom.
Mommy and Jacob and
And
Alex
Blue.
and Johnny.
Hey, look at these, Mom.
Maybe a
Oh, those
picture
are
of
lovely.
Bucky if he's around.
Really?
Yep. And Lily if she ever comes out of her cave.
Yeah.
I've got more D6 if you.
Okay. Oh, to do them all at the same time?
I have like.
Oh, how many did you
like
say?
6.
4.
Now, if everyone wants to go ahead and roll your ability scores, feel free. You
okay.
can do it all at once.
Wait, where are you supposed to write them?
You need
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm
Drop
sorry.
the
Mom.
lowest.
Okay. I have a
That'll
1
be-
and a 6 and a 4,
That'll be
honey.
your dump stat. That's okay.
Okay.
I need paper and pencil if you have extra in that.
Pencils are in that drawer right there.
And
the
let's,
one in the
Johnny,
middle.
could you go to your D&D bag and get out the sharp little pencils?
Okay.
That would be great.
I don't know
Alright.
where my D&D bag is.
I'll go get some pencils.
Hey, can you throw these in the trash?
Goodness.
Okay.
So did I.
2 1s. That does not bode well.
So did I. But
Teddy?
I'm Bobby.
Yeah, about sorry, Johnny.
This is all Bob.
You didn't call me a butt, though. You called him a butt.
Don't say the word butt on screen.
All right, I'll just let you guys do it.
You can't say butt on stream. Why can't
No butt stream.
No butt stream?
I mean, I was gonna say it, but I'm not allowed to say it.
You're not allowed to say butt?
But
But why can't you say butt? Wait, I said butt. Wait, butt?
That rule seems pretty asinine.
That is a good word for you to have in your arsenal.
You're the best, Mom. This is supposed to be family friendly.
It is so
I know, we
friendly.
shouldn't really be
So-
bums about it.
Oh, can we please change the subject?
Yep. We're
Anybody
making
need
word
anything?
jokes.
So I need.
What do you need?
So I need squares. Like how many squares?
Bob.
You have any of the squares?
You need 4 of these, and you need to roll them.
Bob.
6
Yes,
so
dear.
times.
they've already rolled those 2.
What?
Name don't.
The name of the game?
Where are the squares?
Oh, to count the dice?
T-E-E, your name, Bob.
Oh, my name?
Yeah.
Hopefully some of these have lead in them.
H-E-I-D-I.
Oh,
I'll put lead in your pencil.
oh,
Yes.
oh, I get it. And it is dying. It's not really me. Oh, awesome.
Okay, he is awesome.
But dying of them. Oh,
I'm here.
All right, so Johnny, you know what we're doing?
I think
6-sided dice. Roll
I-
it 4
I don't
times.
have any 6-sided dice.
You have to.
Whoever
I
gets
know
the
you have a
dice
random
first,
set
we
of
make
sure that-
6-sided.
Well, I have
Freya is naked?
one
Question mark.
6-sided dice.
Right, so roll it 4 times.
Okay.
Drop the lowest and add the other 3 together. I'm
So
gonna do that 6 times.
3,
Need a piece of paper?
5. I got this. 3, 5, 5, and it's supposed to be four times.
And then
3,
drop the
5,
lowest.
5, 5.
So drop the lowest.
What? That's 3.
Oh my
Right.
gosh.
So add the other 3 numbers together.
15.
That's one of your stats right there is 15, so write that down.
Wait,
Do
how did he
that
get
5 more
15?
times. He rolled 5 3 times.
Really? Oh, wait, so I'm adding those numbers together?
Yes, roll 46, drop
Oh.
the lowest.
Oh,
and
and
add
that's,
your
oh,
rest
I
together.
forgot the adding together part. Shush,
My
shush.
stats, I have a 3, a 6, a 4, a 1, and a 1.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, it's going to be terrible.
All right.
Did you get all 6?
Yep.
What'd you come up with?
Sorry.
14, 14, 15, 13, 10, 10.
Okay.
So, not too bad.
And you'll be able to bump a couple of those up there. I'm sure.
I think I'll drop the
2,
10.
5, 3, 6. Okay,
So
so
drop
wait.
the lowest, add the remaining.
5,
Okay,
6,
but we're
7, 8,
dropping the lowest of the 4 that we roll, right?
Correct.
Okay, because I thought, okay, I misunderstood.
did?
11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah,
Who
14.
did?
I'm getting 11.
did it?
14.
Make sure,
Not this
Nice!
one!
make sure to write each of those numbers down.
So how many,
How many do we
many
need?
times do I have
6
to
of
roll them?
Dude,
4.
6.
Oh, we need 6 total stats.
4, 6, 2, 2. Drop lowest 1, 2. Both 2s.
Just one of the
Oh.
twos.
2. So
I want to be him.
7, 8,
I get
9,
that a lot.
10, 11, 12.
No one ever says that.
Oh, honey, this is terrible.
Let me see, what'd you get?
3 11s, a 16, a 12, and a 9.
16's good.
The 16's great.
Yeah.
4, 4, 2,
Remember, 9 to 11 is average. So
4, 8, 9, 10,
Yes.
11.
Oh, this is 2 pieces of paper. I wondered what. This is some really
Okay.
thick paper. Wow.
my secret.
Most impressive.
Teddy's telling me a secret. Shush, everyone.
I'm so glad I was able to pull out resume paper for him.
Yeah.
And I knew I had presentation folders somewhere, and I couldn't find them anywhere.
So
I was like, I'll probably find it after
6,
you know,
4, and
tomorrow.
1.
And I found it about an hour after I
12,
left.
13,
Right, those
14,
figures we had.
Yes, you did.
Resume paper, and I've got one of those
Yes.
from a couple years ago.
Right. That's yeah. I found the actual one that I used for CTS, and then I found.
6.
There you go.
Oh, well, that did not work at all.
Yep, so
My favorite is bread ties. Do your pets chase bread ties?
We don't give them to them, but
6.
they would.
Yeah, we don't give them to him either. However, he manages to. That's one thing about having children. Things just show up places.
all right.
Right.
We're not going to worry about name yet.
5,
Actually, let me
5,
switch
5.
this over to.
We might need to
this.
felt the dice tower.
Uh,
5, 5, 5, 5.
yeah. That means
Wait,
drop a 5
wait.
and then 15.
5, 5, 5, 5. Wait, how much?
Don't drop that 5,
So
drop the
that'd
other
be-
5.
that first 5 is
So
very
that'd be
important.
15.
What's the mean?
15.
All right, so you're going to be.
So my
lunch.
stats.
So do you think you would like to be Lanfal or Rashian? There are some physical differences.
I think I want to be a northerner and have a pet reindeer.
You want to be Turwin?
I don't know. I don't know how useful that is.
It's more of a.
If it suits me, I want to be a Turwin.
Oh, I got my stats here.
So Turwin, yes, Ted.
How does one spell Turwin?
Do you need a pencil?
Yeah.
Here.
Can someone grab Teddy a pencil, please?
What font should I use?
Uh,
Wingdings.
there you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What that font is?
Grab Gothic. Something like that.
Gothic.
Mhm.
seriously.
How does one spell Turwin?
Tirwi.
Okay.
So the Turwin.
Sorry.
Turwin, having grown accustomed to extremely cold and harsh climates, the Turwin have heavier, wider builds than average, with shorter limbs and fingers, and larger feet for maintaining balance on snow and ice. They have small ears, wide faces, and narrow almond-shaped eyes. Their hair tends toward pale blonde to white, and they have thick brown-toned wrinkled skin. They are found typically in the far northern.
I like your flipper feet.
They are found in the far northern expanse of the Reach and in and around the kingdoms of Anaheim and Carathas, which are way far to the north from where Whitecap is. It's not a place that anyone had ever visited or known really anything about.
So down here in Whitecap, I'm sweating ovaries.
Probably, yeah. Turwin dress for the climate, and that means fur and hardened leather and lots of it. The darkness, lightness of the fur depends on tribal custom and how far north one travels in Turwin lands. Stone or ivory accents are common. Females often wear elaborate half-face masks made from bone and decorated with feathers, antlers, fur, or other items. Their names have a complex naming tradition reflecting what is important in their culture. Names carried life and personality, and each was unique to the individual. Naming a child is about discovering who that child is or who the child was in the past if named after a deceased family member. Family names or surnames are not used among the Turwin, and names have no gender specificity. Ooh, nice letter.
Yeah.
Thank you, Teddy. Teddy wrote everyone a letter.
Okay.
All right, so we're going to select Turwin.
Alright.
All right, so you get a +1 to all your ability scores, and an extra language, which is cool. These are things that we can decide later, and you can start thinking about what class you might want to be in case you
Right.
unless you already know.
Well, I've never I've never been a magic user or a healer before,
You haven't?
so I kind of was interested in that, but I am totally
I thought
happy
you
to go
were
with
in
whatever.
Most in Jacob's campaign.
No, I was a rogue and then I was a tank.
You're a tank.
A fighter, yeah.
Daniel's our tank. And
Nice.
All right, so we'll let you think about what class you might want to be.
Okay.
And we'll slide over to Jacob.
Okay. I have not built a character yet, so
You already have your ability scores.
yes.
Any idea what race you might want?
I think I would like to be a human, and I'd like to be one of the ones who has the ones that you said have been there for a long time. And
It's Lily's.
my sort of thing is I know the past that of the area, and that I know we're trying to grow and get everything back together, and I'm very excited that everything's really coming up for Whitecap, but I'm also very annoyed by the slumlords, by the people who are against the newcomers, by all of that, because I kind of I see a good vision for everyone having equal opportunity and all of that, and it's frustrating for my character who has been there for so long, and Whitecap means so much to them. And, not just me, but the whole family background, that there's people that are trying to prevent the growth of the town.
So you look forward to these changes that are coming to the town and the growth and
As long as it's positive and the potential for everything. I'm Whitecap strong, so.
Oh yeah.
Whitecap strong.
Made t-shirts for everybody.
Wearing the white cap.
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Make Whitecap great again.
Yep. Oh my god.
No.
No, not so much that, but it might say white cat strong on it. Yes, dear.
That's Mom.
White hats. We're talking about white, not pointy white hats. We're talking about
Mommy.
nice, friendly white hats.
The Lawn Fall, they have average heights and weights for humans. They tend to be fairer skinned with hair ranging from blonde to light brown. Hair is typically worn short on both males and females and is either extremely straight or extremely curly. Long, thick
I am not
beards
extremely
are
straight.
frowned upon, and most common men are
Wait, what's not frowned?
clean-shaven. Long, thick beards are frowned upon. And
Alex is obviously Rashion for those
but
of
thin
you
mustaches or goatees are common on nobility, or those coming from money. All Lawn Fall have slightly pointed ears.
Aww.
Red hair is more common among the Lawn Fall than it is for the Rashian. They have little interest in ornate, complicated tailoring. As a result, they typically dress in simple, layered, solid-colored square cloth of varying sizes. Browns, oranges, and yellows are popular. Inner layers serving as undergarments, along with triangular loincloths, and outer layers serving as cloaks. There's a belt or a girdle used to secure the layers.
Triangular loincloth?
Mhm.
Explain that.
Circles really don't work well for that sort of thing. So.
I mean, seriously, tell me how a triangular... I mean, what do you mean?
Because you tie it around your waist, and then you bring the point up the middle and tie it on the back. That's a simple loincloth.
Oh, that is so ill-fitting.
But historically accurate.
No, a strip is more a long strip that you bring around like that.
You don't know what I got.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe he doesn't like G-strings. You don't know.
Oh, okay.
This is actually historically medieval. That's the type of loincloth and undergarment that people wore. It was just a triangular strip of cloth.
Mm-hmm.
I did do research.
No, I'm not.
You're giving the Yoda look.
I am giving the Yoda look. I'm
Baby
sorry.
Yoda
Baby Yoda look, yeah.
But then Yoda look more like...
There's a particular look that he gives
Yeah.
in one episode. Anyway, so unimportant what undergarments look like. It can look like whatever you want.
That sounds so uncomfortable. I apologize.
The clothing is unisex. Most use wool, but those who can afford the luxury will use silks or nicer linens. Headbands or other head ornamentation is common, typically metal for women or leather for men. Since clothing was rarely cut or sewn, fasteners and buttons were often used to keep garments in place.
Oh, a lovely brooch.
Small buttons, pins, and brooches were used.
Or a pterodactyl.
And then there's some naming conventions that the Lawn Fall like to use. But that's just sort of gives you a general idea of their appearance. So let's put for race.
So do you have character sheets where you can like put this on a piece of paper, or you can like keep it on?
Where we're going to keep them on D&D Beyond, and then if we want an actual physical
This
printout,
is really like D&D Beyond.
that's okay. That's okay that you're doing that. I already have a basic character made for you, and we're just going to
Oh.
transfer the information into it.
Maybe you should like open D&D Beyond.
I still need to send you an invite.
Oh right.
So, yeah, we need to do that.
oh, so I
so
can
one
communicate
fall.
with you guys. I'm on your account now. Well, on the
On Google,
no, on the
internet,
yeah,
on McDonald's.
McDonald's sucks.
Do you already have an idea of what class you might be doing?
I have not given that much thought yet.
Okay.
I was maybe waiting to see what other people were doing so I could balance it out.
Lemming. Just kidding. You're not.
Anti-lemming. I think I need pigtails.
We got about. We'll be
Mom,
taking a break in about
no.
10 minutes.
Okay,
No.
I'll pigtail myself.
A break.
You're the one that wants me to grow my hair out, Johnny.
Well,
I will have no complaints from you.
it does.
Speaking of Johnny,
What?
Dun dun
I
dun.
like playing doctors.
what race would you like to be?
So there's human and there's
A couple different types of human.
different types of human.
Remember there were Lonfall and Rashian?
Oh wait.
Okay, Mom.
Oh yeah. I thought they were like two different.
It's
I get
basically
it, Mom.
cultural differences
Yeah.
between, although there are some physical differences, but it's mostly cultural
I thought they
differences
were like
between the different
different.
human
Like,
types.
Species kind of things. There are different species. There aren't a lot of them here, and none of them are really from here. So you could be a traveler of a different species that came there.
Which would be more rare. Most likely you would be
I can tell you right now, Lily will refuse to be human.
yeah.
I tell you right now that Lily may not even
Well, that's, you have an excellent point, sir.
Really, technically, any race is possible. The most common, the most likely for this particular area of the world would be Lonfall or Rashian, Turwin, which is another human type, which is what your mom's going to be. It's possible that you're an elf or a dwarf. The Kyle, the halflings, you could be one of those.
You want to be a
You
halfling?
could be a gnome. You could be a minotaur.
halfling
You could be a
gnome?
minotaur. You could be a gnoll. The gnolls in this world are all very good sailors. So they typically work on ships their entire lives.
So in a port, that would be a very realistic thing to do.
What are the like?
What is a gnoll?
half-dragon
A
things?
gnoll is sort of a traditionally they are a humanoid hyena hybrid.
What?
Yeah, but
That was really
what?
Can I find something in your monster?
Our vast audience is going to be like, why is that woman so loud?
Type
Please
of-
don't let her sit next to the microphone again.
Traditionally, they look sort of like it's like a werewolf that looks more hyena-like.
Do you want to be a
wolf-like.
hyena thing?
But
Are they
in
friendly?
this world, I kind of took it away from the hyena aspect, and
Okay.
they're more like Portuguese water dogs.
Oh my god, like Che Che.
Yeah, they're basically.
They look like Che
they're
Che, Johnny.
they're a bit more like Che Che.
Are they bigger than a dog or are they dog sized?
Oh, but no, they're
They're
taller than
human-sized?
you. They're like 7.
Oh, a 7-foot tall Che Che? Can I
Basically, yeah.
change my race? Oh my god, I want
Yes,
to be
you
Che
could.
Che.
You haven't even well, yeah. I mean, you haven't picked anything yet, really,
Yeah.
except for race.
A
So, yeah, you can
dragonborn.
switch.
What?
No dragonborn in this world. Yeah, that's specific to other worlds.
I love Dragonborn.
Oops, my coffee's all gone.
You could be a dragon-loving other type of race,
Well, like
Maybe
where's
wear
the dragon's
dragon-
feet that I love? Like,
like dragon-themed armor or
So many
makeup or
adult
something.
pieces of humor.
Ooh, Teddy brought the Necronomicon up.
Okay.
what the heck?
All right. Well, in case
How
we
do
need
you
an
even know where that
Necronomicon,
is?
He knows where it is.
Also a book.
he has his Vegas.
That book. That book.
You're gonna
That
use
book?
that book? Okay.
That book.
Can I see
Is it the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Evil Dead?
Is that your monster
You can
manual?
Yeah.
Okay.
see the.
There are monsters
You know
in
what?
that
You
book,
probably
so be careful.
Yes. It's
Okay.
Like maybe from the 80s.
yeah.
Oh.
But
What
you're gonna
movie
be
from
really
the 80s?
annoyed when you watch it because I'm going to be explaining all the historical significance.
What movie?
Oh my
Evil Dead.
gosh.
Oh, historical significance.
You know,
Historic. Did you
the
Two
part of
words
the
that-
movie.
That Bruce never thought would be applied.
Right? Right. I bet you Sam thought so.
Ah,
He has a
Aha.
little hubris.
It's that. It's the book.
I didn't go down.
But
That's a
the
spell. It's magic.
inception of shaky cam
Eight.
is like,
Eight.
that's really important,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think.
Only the mom
And the mom. You want to show it to mom?
is 8.
Okay.
Not 8.
Is that scary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Teddy, I wish people could know how cute you are.
No, mom. Where's his heart?
Okay.
Couldn't you like change the way the webcams look?
No, we don't want to broadcast
I know.
what you guys look like.
What?
Die.
That's why I drew those caricatures. That's why
Sorry.
I'm having you draw the caricatures.
Yes.
Die.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Die.
What?
What is 8? 8. 8.
8?
What do we put to the 8? What it comes? 8.
Count to 8.
Oh, that'd be good. Count 8.
Okay.
So, a picture comes 8.
The picture is there.
So, die.
What?
8 picture.
Yeah, 8.
Count. 8 picture. Count 8.
Count to 8.
Thank you.
What do we do that? Come on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Come on, I'll do it.
Okay, you can do it.
Oh, I die. I did picture.
You want
You
Johnny,
want Johnny
do
to
it?
count to 8 on the computer.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You get extra brother points.
So what do you think, Johnny? You want to give it some more thought, or do you want to go with like a dragon-loving human?
Dragon-loving elf.
Dragon-loving elf.
I really like elves. I don't
Okay.
know why.
Or halfling.
Halfling. Halfling or elf.
I just thought it'd be fun to be a.
It would
like a
be. It would
halfling.
make more sense
Or
for a
elves
Kyle
in
to
this world.
be in this
I can't remember.
in white cap than an elf, but we could certainly come up with a reason why there is an elf.
Halfling then.
You want to go with Kyle?
Yeah.
I'll see how good. Then.
Everyone
So,
gets more
Johnny,
obnoxious when they
Yeah.
drink,
Kyle.
and he has no obsession.
The Kyle stand about 3 feet tall,
It's
Mom,
not good.
3.
3,
Mom,
and they weigh between
Oh.
40 and 45 pounds.
Okay.
One.
Okay. Thank you.
They have bright, curious eyes and nimble fingers. Their hair is naturally multi-hued, with colors
Daddy?
ranging from blonde to dark brown and very
Teddy, it's Alex's
patterns
turn.
on the
Oh
individual.
no.
So you have like you could have parts of your
brown.
hair that are in blonde, but some that are brown or dark.
So many good things.
So
this
the
is how he
Kyle,
learns how to behave, babe.
multi-hued hair. They have naturally tanned, smooth skin, and they're inclined to be a little bit on the stout side. They tend to dress comfortably, favoring lighter earth tones with a spot of bright color here and there. The styles, though, can vary widely and tend to blend elements from both human and elf in unique ways. And then they also have some naming conventions. Typically, they have 3 names. There are 3
Billy
main
Bob Joe.
families to the Kyle. They have a given name, a lineage name, and then the family name.
Am I supposed to be writing all this
All
down?
of it. There will be a test.
Good.
So how tall are Kyle?
3 feet.
Good job. You're a quick feller.
So are you comfortable with Kyle?
Yeah.
Okay, if he is Kyle, can I switch to 7 foot tall Che?
Yes.
I mean, I
You
really
may.
You're a
like
dog?
this character that was forming in my head, but I love Che Che so much.
Yeah, I really miss him.
You
I
can do
really
Che-Che.
think
He's changed his knolls to be more like Portuguese water dogs.
Aw.
And I
In
would get to be a 7
appearance,
foot
yeah.
tall Portuguese water dog. How great is that? All right, so what would that make me?
Let me get Johnny
Okay, yes,
set
please,
real quick
please.
first, and then we'll jump back to you.
Teddy.
So race, Johnny, you're gonna be
I think
Kyle.
I'm gonna have a man bun,
Nice.
a big curly black man bun.
Very
Eventually
much.
I'm gonna have
What
one.
do they like?
It's an homage here going on. I just I love your hair so
Whenever it
much.
gets quite long enough.
Yeah, I appreciate that you're hiding it from someone who might be exceedingly jealous of your ability.
And do you have an idea of what?
Well, also
what,
Junior said
class
to
you-
just do this because that helps like
Train
train
it
it back.
Yeah, so you don't have.
What are the classes again?
Yeah,
Like,
but yeah,
There are
it's
lots.
awesome.
If you'd like, you
I
can look
haven't
through
been
the
checking
player's
Facebook
handbook. If you want to get an
about
idea of what
His
class
trip
you might
to
want to
Hawaii. Have you seen
Uh,
anything exciting?
They
I'm not
start
Facebook friends with
on-
him.
Well,
I know that he had some potential plans.
So we have-
right.
Just to
Right.
run
I
through the
know, that's why
class.
I'm wondering
He
if
mentioned
anything
that,
is...
but
Attention, please.
Oh, yes, yes.
Just to run through the class list of available classes, we have Barbarian,
Mm-hmm.
Bard,
Oh, barbarian.
Cleric,
Bard.
Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, or Paladin.
which
Ranger.
one is it? Because I've always heard both.
Yeah, I think it's tomato.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of want to be a bard.
Rogue or
Oh.
Roge, if you're
Rouge.
Roger.
Yes. Sorcerer,
Oh, a sorcerer.
not Supreme,
Oh, come on.
What about
just a run-of-the-mill sorcerer.
Can you be his
So no
apprentice?
tomatoes and sour cream?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're just getting the basic meat and cheese.
Okay.
Mm.
There, a thing of lettuce may have fallen in during the making.
It
of,
happens all
but,
the time.
yeah. Warlock
Ooh.
or wizard.
What's the difference between a warlock and a wizard?
And a
warlock
sorcerer.
takes on an agreement with some sort of otherworldly power and they work in mutual benefit of one another. The being gives the warlock powers, and then the warlock has to do things for the being. And so they do have this arrangement that they make. A sorcerer, his magical ability comes through natural ability.
Like
they
they were
didn't have
born?
to study
Like
as much as
bloodlines.
a wizard
Okay.
did. It's more innate. to
Born
them.
with it.
Yeah, and wizards, their magical ability comes from training and practice and study and learning formula and all that stuff. So you can look through the book if you'd like to see what class you might want to be.
So the elite, the nerd, and the ones that have sold their souls.
Basically,
Yeah.
All right. Gotcha. Now
That's-
I
that's
finally understand
much the
who is
difference.
who. Okay.
I might go with a fighter.
A fighter?
Yeah, just so I can punch things.
How do you
You could be a
spell
monk and
elite?
punch things.
Why can't I spell it?
What are you trying to spell?
Elite. How do you spell elite?
E-L-I-T-E?
I-T. Yes, thank you. God, my brain froze. I had a migraine yesterday, and my brain turns into oatmeal.
Mhm.
And I feel fine now, but it takes a while for my brain to
Right.
get back up to speed.
All right, so Heidi, you want to be a gnoll.
Is that K-N-O-L-L?
G-N-O-L.
Gnoll.
Oh, G-N-O-L-L. No.
Oh,
Okay.
fighter.
Yeah,
No, he's going to be a fighter.
Oh, he's gonna
You can be a fighter if you want. I can take something else.
And aren't you a
If you want to
halfling?
punch things, why don't you be a monk?
Wait, I'm a. Oh.
I like that
What?
sentence.
What did he
If
say?
you want to punch things, maybe a monk. That's great.
I forgot I was a halfling. I think I should be
What
a
about
bard.
Or
kinda.
rogue.
I think I should
Halflings
be
make great ones. Yeah. Oh, it's very swirly.
My character in
outside.
Jacob's campaign was a
Uh-oh.
halfling bard starting out,
Yeah, I think I should be a bard.
and then I multi-classed him to warlock.
I really like bards for some reason.
All right, Acadian Knoll. So
Acadian?
Kitty, not puppet.
So,
the
Oh my God.
Knolls,
Oh, the cat typed the ass word.
they stand much
he did
taller.
not.
Yeah.
Unless Johnny typed it.
What happened?
No,
What?
no, 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 no.
The
It
cat
was, what
typed
a
the S word.
catastrophe.
No, the A word.
The ass word.
Come on.
That is zero cat. Ass.
Catastrophe.
Cat ass.
Attention! Attention!
Sorry.
Gnolls stand much taller than most other sentient races, averaging around 7 feet tall. They weigh between 250 and 300 pounds and have pale skin covered in thick, curly, light or dark brown fur. Reddish crest-like manes are common among gnolls, and the height of the mane can indicate breed.
Ooh.
And they have bushy, slightly curved tails.
Erectile.
Being a maritime race, gnolls tend to dress in loose-fitting pantaloons with a variety of belts from which to hang tools, weapons, and other items.
I'm picturing a cross between Che and Chewbacca, basically, at this point. Okay.
Gnolls love their belts, and they often decorate them with patterns, embellishments, or interesting colors.
Okay.
Shirts are rarely worn, and foot coverings are never worn.
Bye, Joe.
Now, do females have a row of nipples?
They do not.
Oh, really? Do they have breasts?
They have one breast.
One big one in the middle.
And they're on the forehead.
Okay.
Shut up! What do they really have? If you haven't, then that's because I was going to try to decide between male or female, and since you're struggling with the female, I think that's what I'll
Aren't
do.
gnolls like foxes?
Dr. Mario.
No, gnolls are in Mario. What the heck?
Not the ones you play.
You play. What game are you playing?
D and Mario.
Ian Mario?
Dungeons and Mario.
Dungeons and
Really fun.
Mario and Dragons is the sequel.
See, this is how they look traditionally in D&D.
Oh, that's kind of like how I imagined it, but not really. Like, they look...
Not at all fox-like.
I know, but they look like the faces look like more like a fox.
Less like a human, yeah.
I mean, it's more canine-type features, so in that
I think-
aspect, yes, but...
You guys agree, you're just coming at it from different angles.
yeah,
Is it break time?
It is actually a little
Okay.
past break time. So
All
we're going to
right.
take a break for 5 or 10 minutes,
Okay.
Chips,
and then we will
snacks,
be back.
drinks.
It's alive! It's alive! It's alive! It's alive!
When this dead hand moves, the monster created by a man they called Mad is turned loose to strike terror into the hearts of men. To shock women into uncontrolled hysteria.
Elizabeth!
To prey upon the innocence of children. This is the story you've heard about, talked about. The spine-tingling, blood-chilling story that stuns your emotions. Frankenstein.
Don't touch that!
Thanks, Ted. You're
All right,
very
we're back.
easygoing, and I like it. All right, so tell me what things can heal.
Can heal?
Like clerics can, and who else
Oh,
has
like
healing
magical
abilities?
healer?
Yeah.
Cleric,
Druids.
bard, druid.
Oh,
Um,
Okay, so he could be our healer. I just want to do
paladins.
something different.
Basically, anything with divine magic.
Oh, so you wanna...
Die?
So now it's...
A cleric
Yes, it
is
is.
Die?
when there is a religious person, right? Is that right?
They
Or are
follow,
they
believe
scholarly?
and follow a divine being who they get their magical powers from.
Okay, they're magical Trevors.
The tricks that he does are ever so clever.
Thanks.
Look at
No
him
problem,
now, disappearing a cow. Where did that
Yes, Teddy?
cow go? And what
I
did you
really
see?
He has-
So, as a result of your Knoll heritage, you
Mhm.
have this is a choice you can make real quick.
Okay, thank
You
you.
have proficiency in either acrobatics or survival. It's your choice.
Both those are useful shipboard, and both of them would be useful for the party. Acrobatics or survival. What is survival in this context? Is that like being able to get food and?
It's in the book.
Oh,
It's in the
Not to be that guy.
did you bring
but-
your book?
it's okay.
I wrote-
I'm married. Well, not. I'm almost married to that guy as well.
Beyonce.
So- Beyonce.
No, I said Beyonce.
I thought
Oh,
he said
Beyonce.
Beyonce, and I'm like, what?
Beyonce.
Then I
Honey,
figured it out.
honey, you're my Beyonce.
I said Beyonce.
I love having a Beyonce.
I really need to put tabs in my book so I can find stuff quickly.
Melissa's book is like all tabbed it up.
Oh, yeah,
Nice.
that's
I'll have to bring that next time.
We are indeed.
Come on,
You can buy the next round, my
What are
friend.
we at?
Survival skill under wisdom. Oh, it's under wisdom?
Yes, it's a wisdom based skill.
Yeah, the index
Oh,
in the way out of the
178.
book is not.
Why
I know.
is
Why
it-
don't they
Oh,
just say
ideal.
178?
This looks like it's gonna be a good campaign.
I think so.
Survival. The DM might ask you to make a wisdom survival check to follow tracks, hunt wild game, guide your group through frozen wastelands, identify signs that owlbears live nearby, predict the weather, or avoid quicksand and other natural hazards.
Can monks heal?
Themselves. I don't
themselves.
remember if they can heal others.
I didn't know monks were in this game.
I don't know. Survival
Like
sounds
what-
boring. I'll do acrobatics. Because an acrobatic 7-foot dog creature? Dog Chewbacca? Dog Wookiee?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say dog.
Oh, look at that. That looks like it's something that
Alright, I'm picking acrobatics.
that looks like
The Night King.
no. Well, no. I forgot what I said. There's this like Titan from
Fuck
Percy
yourself,
Jackson.
How can one not?
Listen to your wife.
He sleeps on my chest all the time.
Which
or
one did you say?
curled up with. I'm acrobatic.
Acrobatics.
I mean, look at me. How could I not
Hunter
be?
has great acrobatics, just terrible rolls.
Oh, that's rough.
Like he like has
He has
a
like
plus
+6 or
6,
something,
and like
keeps
he
rolling a
rolls
2.
like 1s and 2s.
Oh.
It's sad.
And what class?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to be a healer, or you
wanna
said
be
you want to be a?
healer. Yeah,
Okay, you want to be the bard healer.
Yeah.
Then I don't know what to do. We already have a fighter and a healer, and I don't know what to do.
Did you want to do magics?
Oh, I could. I suck at it, but I've always wanted to learn. You guys willing for me to learn on you?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it'd be like a druid, maybe?
Like a shaman druid type. I mean, I'm picturing on a ship they would need somebody who is in touch with nature or
Right.
something.
Ship, what?
Yeah, the fish and the winds and the
We're
and
on
the
a
fish wind
boat?
in the fish wind.
and the windy fish.
wind.
We're on a boat?
Oh, we are.
No.
No,
fish
my
in
kind
the
of person.
wind.
Oh.
I'm on a boat.
But I'm no longer on a boat.
Aw.
I'm not on a
So
boat.
a druid.
Is that what that is? Is a druid?
Mm,
Okay.
That's what your wife was for the last.
A priest of the old faith,
Oh.
wielding the powers of nature
so
and
I get
adopting
creatures.
animal form.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I mean, since I already have an animal form, maybe it'll be less impressive. But
Like you're
it's like what? You get smaller? It's not a good
slightly
skill.
different type of dog.
Right?
All right, so having decided on
Depends on how many nipples I want to have that day.
Ooh, yes.
druid,
Wait, you can decide
we need
that?
to
Well, 'cause I
place
have
your
2
ability
as my
scores.
percent. Okay.
So the most important
So those are the things I rolled earlier.
stat, yes.
Okay.
Most important stats for a
Yeah. Do
druid
I go off of wisdom or do I go off of what do I go off?
are going to be
I think I lost my appetite.
Your appetite?
Yeah, you guys are talking about a butt.
I was talking about nipples. Thank you very much.
Flesh and nipples.
Intelligence and wisdom
Okay.
are your 2 most
Intelligence
important.
and wisdom.
What do you want? What the?
Wisdom.
That's awesome.
Traditionally, for a druid, wisdom should be your highest. Jojo,
Okay.
get out.
Wisdom.
Okay, so I'll make wisdom my 16. And
Wisdom
then
should be your highest.
thank you. I've never been a druid. I'm so nervous.
Followed by Constitution.
Okay.
That should
You
be your
still have
second
that
highest. Constitution.
Yeah,
What?
What do you mean? Why would we
Do
not
they
have
still
constitution?
have it?
because we're in America.
Necronomicon drop.
Right. Oh.
Uh,
Now you can do some spells, right?
Yes.
Little spells, but mainly your thing is changing into animals, or
I mean, that's a spell.
oh,
Or
okay.
it's not a spell, but it is an ability. But
Okay.
But yeah,
oh,
I
spell
mean-
cantrips. Okay.
I don't know what spells you get landed. I mean, that's how Melissa kept having her burrs that she would do that. So yeah, there are, further in the back, you can look at all the spells that druids can
oh, is that a druid?
Mm-hmm.
cast. But
That's
yes,
cool.
there definitely is magics.
Druids basically, well, you know, like with Melissa,
Oh, Melissa's
once
a
they get
druid?
wild shape, they basically
Yeah.
become unbeatable. They're
Okay.
like
Hello, world.
Well, they're unkillable. I
They're
wouldn't say
major-
unbeatable, but
they're
Like-
majorly OP in
Yeah.
a cool way.
that sounds like a lot of fun.
So
But, I mean, you can
But
still,
they can do magic. They can do spells, right?
oh yeah,
Okay.
that's their
Okay.
bread and
Why are
butter.
they wearing like?
Because for me, the most fun thing is the animal stuff. But I to be useful to my.
Isn't
people,
it
I
like
also want to-
winter, like super cold?
I'm not
No,
going to be wearing
not
that.
current.
Yeah, I know.
Although it looks a little bit like my Renaissance Festival costume.
Yeah.
So, what is your highest ability score?
Um, 16 is my wisdom,
So
and
that'll
then
be your wisdom.
12 will be my constitution, and then I have 3 11s and a 9.
Okay, so what do you want your dump stat to be?
I don't know.
Strength, probably not quite as.
Well, I need okay, strength.
I
Okay,
mean,
yeah,
9
so-
is still average. It's not like you're a weakling. You're just not
Okay.
particularly strong.
Is this the same
wouldn't
way
10 and a
like
half
everyone?
be average?
Well, they usually it's a range between 9 and 11. where they usually clump like the average.
Right. I'm just thinking
stat.
if
Statistically, yes. it would
if
be
for a
3.5.
D6, 3.5 is going to be your average roll.
Yeah.
So times 3 is.
Numerically, yes, that would be would that be the median or the mean or the average?
That'd be the.
Is this the
a
same
coastal
planet
druid.
Neverwinter's on?
No, this is
Oh, no, it's
fully. This is my campaign book that
Okay.
I've been writing the
So
last.
it's
Alex's
World.
World.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
But this is like a new location that I've never done anything with before, so I like picked a holding spot just for this.
How
game.
many butts do people have in this world?
12 butts.
Oh wow.
Usually in a
Like
jar
every
in their
person-
basement.
So
Or do they-
how do the toilets look?
Big,
The toilet.
real big,
Big.
and complex.
Okay.
Talking
But
about-
he said like in a jar in a base. Wait, what?
And how are their bidets? Has someone invented it yet?
That's why it's next to the ocean. You just have to jump in.
Like how many
Okay.
butts
Dip
do
along.
they have like on their?
One guy invented the bidet, but accidentally it was also a mimic, and he did not survive.
Oh no, that sounds awful.
Yeah.
As a mimic. Wait, a mimic toilet? Oh, that was.
So you want to do strength for your duck stat?
Yes. And then tell me what the other ones are so I can stick them on my 11s.
Dexterity, intelligence, and charisma. So those are all 11?
Yep.
11, 11, 11. Now, as a gnoll,
Yes.
I believe you'll get to,
So you're a knoll.
you get, your strength score increases by 2 automatically as a gnoll, and your constitution increases by 1.
Sweet.
Those are like her worst stats. Wait, that's a 21?
No, 12.
Oh, for sure
You're
that
upside
was a 21.
So with the
There's-
modifiers, your strength will be an 11, and your constitution will be 13.
Yep.
do I have any pluses on that?
I'm sure you will.
I hope.
Johnny, I love your patience with the setup.
There's someone. It's not like I'm poor.
All right. So while you are working on that, some other things with gnolls that they get dark vision,
Okay.
which will all be on the character sheet.
Okay.
You get a skill called Protect the Pack, which it gives you an automatic proficiency with the hand and light crossbow, a belaying pin, a short sword, a hand axe, and a dagger. So you have proficiency with all of those weapons. A belaying pin is like a club, basically.
What is your
Oh.
name, Mom? Che the second or what?
Maybe. It'll have to have Che in there somewhere.
You can also your bite is you can use as a weapon. It's an unarmed strike. If you hit, you deal piercing damage equal to 1d6 plus your strength modifier.
Wow.
Sweet.
And then you also have savage attacks as a skill. When you score a critical hit with a melee or natural weapon attack, you can roll one of the weapon's damage dice one additional time and add it to the extra damage of the critical hit. So you have
I'm a savage puppy. Okay.
That was lucky.
Yeah, Bucky looks pretty savage. Savagely cuddly.
Wait, no, I meant to say Che, but Bucky is savage.
gnolls usually breed only once in their lives, having litters of 1 to 3 pups. Lives of exploration on the open ocean can be fraught with danger, but they can live naturally up to 65 years.
That's it?
Yeah, their lifespan's a little bit shorter than
Nice. Okay. All right. Well, I will read while you guys. Or do you want to look at this to set up your thing, or you?
I'll make it up as I go.
Memorize.
I have another
Yeah.
book here if you guys.
I have nothing memorized, but some of it's also on the internet.
Can we like keep this up and like not clean it, like not clean the table until like after 100 gets here? Because like I want to show them like how
How this game looks.
how like a person who's like an actually good DM.
You're a good DM,
Johnny,
from what I've
you-
heard.
You flipping rock as a DM, honey. I enjoy
this
listening to your
is just
game.
a crazy good setup.
Well, weren't you just
It's
telling me
basically
yesterday,
like your
last
setup.
night, about how your friends think that you're a good DM?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a good DM.
But everyone who plays with you or listens to you thinks you're good. As a matter of fact, the guys at D20 think you're a good DM.
Come on.
Not
They
even
would
kidding.
know.
And the
Not even
important
they
question
see
is,
it.
are you a better DM now than you were when you started?
You're right.
Yes, definitely.
You're right.
I
So
sucked
you're
whenever I started. I didn't even know
You're
like
winning.
how
You're winning.
D&D worked.
You're doing a marvelous job.
I've basically only
I bet-
spawned like one type
I
of
bet the guys at
creature.
D20 are super excited to see a kid his age, just
They,
like
they,
boom.
they very
What is
quietly
this,
high five
the
me every
80s?
time I bring the kids in.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, Johnny.
Yeah.
What edition are they running?
No, you're going to be a Kyle. Have you
What
decided on a
campaign are they doing?
class?
Oh,
This is
you know,
7th
like,
I do like that bar.
oh, I know. They're just so.
Have you
they're
decided
so
on a
nice. They're
class
so
for your
supportive.
Kyle?
class.
I don't know if Lily will
You wanna
ever
be
have
a
a
bard?
birthday party anyplace else. She just
You already know
really
what
enjoys-
instrument you
Speaking
want
of
to play?
That's what she wants again this year for her
Recorder.
birthday party.
Nice.
A recorder?
Is recorder
Make that
on
happen.
that?
Recorders exist, yeah.
Cool. I play the
I
recorder in
also
real
like a
life.
D20. I like when other people are playing. People are like, oh, what do you do? You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
it's just a bunch of nerds that like, and I've never seen anyone like pretentious.
No,
It's like everyone
or
just like,
Like whenever I
hipster,
go to
like-
D20,
Yeah.
You're not as you
Yeah,
weren't
'cause
into it
when
before,
we were,
so.
when we were doing the birthday, like, people coming over like asking, like, oh, that's super cool.
whenever I
like,
go to D20, I see
It's
it's probably
Nerd
like
Haven.
grown-ups
It's real.
that play D&D or teenagers.
What, baby?
Well, especially
Whenever
since
I-
they sell alcohol there. So it's gonna be
Yeah.
mostly-
a lot of times with the nerds, you'll run into like the pretentious, like, oh,
That's true.
All right,
Usually-
focus for
Right.
I
one
only play
second.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Johnny,
yeah.
your
That's very
two
friendly.
most important abilities as a bard
Yeah.
are your charisma and your dexterity.
I mean, I'm
So
sad
your
that they ran
highest
out
stat
of
should
the
go in charisma.
whatever that
and your
orange
second
Julius
highest should go
IPA
in
was.
which
It was
one's
so
charisma?
flippin' tasty.
Charisma is the 6th ability score. You have strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and
So
charisma.
16th is gonna be charisma.
16 is going to be charisma.
Yeah.
All right. And what is your dexterity going to be?
15.
15. All right. So that leaves 4 more to assign. Constitution is always important because you get more hit points with a higher constitution. Strength is important for melee combat, so that's always a good thing. Intelligence and wisdom, of course, are good for whatever kind of skills you're doing with those types of roles. So where do you think you'd like to put the other abilities?
Wisdom is probably important, right? Or strength, yeah.
They're all potentially important. Just depends on what kind of check you're making.
I'd say 15 for strength.
Also depends on your character too. Do you think your character is someone who's wiser?
I need to
than
be
you
a
book-smart?
healer, and healers do need intelligence, right?
Any spells that you cast as a bard are going to be based on your charisma.
Oh.
So that being your highest stat is going to be the most important. There is a medicine skill, which I believe is wisdom based.
Mhm.
Could be intelligence. Yeah, medicine is wisdom based. It lets you try to stabilize a dying companion or diagnose an illness.
I thought I like something to do with animal handling since I'm bard.
Animal handling is also wisdom based.
Okay. I'd say another 15 for wisdom.
So your 15 is in wisdom, alright.
14 for intelligence.
Okay.
12 for strength.
Go in, why aren't you up here? Oh, not 14, 14. Your intelligence is 1,414.
Yeah.
And what was the next one?
Next one is 12 for strength
12.
and 11.
11 for constitution. So with your modifiers currently, that gives you a total of 12 for strength,
And
17
love and
for
fear,
dexterity,
Johnny, I think that's more effective.
11 for constitution, 14 intelligence, 15 wisdom, and 17 charisma.
Nice.
I really thought he and his friends were just gonna mess around, but they seriously wanted to do this
You
play.
did?
I did.
You think we...
I thought you would, but you don't, and now you already know more about D&D than I do, which blows my
Seriously?
mind. Yeah.
Alright. But your mom's getting ready to do a one-shot. To be able to her very
Yes.
first
I don't
game.
know if they'll like it.
So you might have to give
It's
her
a little
some
different
tips.
and
She'll be
weird.
better than mine.
And you might have to help me
Oh, come on.
and help me be brave.
Alright. Jacob,
Yes, sir.
have you given some thought to your
I
class?
think I'm gonna go with fighter.
Street fighter, okay.
No, not Street Fighter.
I could be a street
Bar
Maybe
fighter.
fighter?
Street Fighter. Okay.
Bars.
There's no null information here. Do you have a book that has null information?
No, because I came up with it.
Oh.
I mean, you could look at the monster manual listing
Oh,
for
my
novels,
thumb.
Okay.
but
To give me just an idea of, is yours based on that?
not really.
really?
I
Okay.
mean, only in basic form, but yeah, mine are, because traditionally they're a chaotic evil race created
Oh.
by a demon lord.
Oh. Do they
and-
still sail? Or is that just
No,
yours? Okay.
that's mine.
Okay.
I,
Well,
I,
I'm going to need some sketches, just because I love your
I
art.
do have some images on Pinterest of Akkadian
Oh,
nobles,
maybe I
Oh,
could...
good.
like photos that I found that
That look like
kind
what
of
you're.
inspire.
I guess I could
and look.
sketch one.
I would really like that if you would
Oh, I didn't
please
do
do that for
Granny.
me. I know. We'll send
Okay,
her a
so
sketch.
straight fighter for Jacob.
Maybe you can show Jacob your sketchbook later.
Oh yeah, yes. Didn't I already show you?
A pencil, a horse, some swords.
Mom!
And
I'm trying to
Spoiler.
jog
what
his memory.
fighting style were you thinking about?
Hmm.
Archery,
Do you want-
defense, dueling, great weapon fighting, protection, or two-weapon fighting?
Wait. Oh, am I supposed to like add up some?
You don't have to add anything,
Because like I
Maybe
just have
dueling.
I just have this written down so far.
and that's okay. Yeah, if your character sheet's going to be on D&D Beyond, so
So you're gonna print it out later?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I go with dueling.
Dueling.
Yeah. So I think maybe I took some fencing classes at some point.
When you're wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that
+2.
weapon. And then there will be some proficiencies we'll need to choose. But as far as your ability scores go,
We got 30 minutes.
20,
20.
unless we decide to go long.
We should.
But your
Mommy
mom
needs to go to the barn. Yeah.
Mom, don't call yourself a mom. I'm spoon.
How dare you?
Whatever.
So, what strength?
15. And do I get bonuses for humaning or?
You get a +1 racial bonus, so that takes you to 15.
Well,
Or
that takes me to
16, I'm sorry.
16. Okay.
Thumbs waiting.
Your next highest be Constitution.
Yeah.
Cat.
So I guess that'd be a 15.
So making an appearance. 15 for Constitution.
Yeah.
Got it.
What do you need? What do you need next? Dex.
Dexterity, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where I want to put the crappy scores.
There are no crappy scores.
I would have done less good ones. Okay, I guess we'll make dexterity 15.
This cat is helping.
Okay.
This cat is so helping.
And then intelligence and wisdom are both 11.
Okay.
And then charisma will be 14.
All right. So with your current modifiers, it gives you a 16, 16, 16, 12, 12, 15.
I gave you those all as +1. I apologize.
All right. So let's start from strength again.
Okay, 15.
Is that give it to me just the base roll?
I rolled
without any
15.
pluses. All right.
This
15.
cat is so happy. Just look at him,
Dexterity?
Mom. Just look at
14.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, he loves you.
Constitution 14.
Oh, the cat's
14.
smiling.
Okay.
Intelligence and wisdom are both 10.
10,
And then 13.
13. All right.
You're just
So with your
smiling.
modifier 16, 15, 15, 11, 11, 14.
Perfect.
She was all that later. Start thinking about names
Okay.
for your characters. I can give you.
Tell me again the naming tradition for gnolls. It was
I
had the
Null names are
Turwins.
unisex and tend to be literal and symbolic. They take their names from the ocean or from ships or from other things important to their
Did you say
maritime culture.
literal and symbolic? So literal names that are representative of something in your life.
Possibly, yeah.
Okay. I think
So some examples like
Wow.
Waterfrost, Current, Seamark, Coastal, Pearly, you know, and
Pearl.
Pearly.
Pearl.
You have
Yeah.
a nice beehive hairdo. But yeah, so
Pearl.
Cat eye glasses.
so they're named
Okay.
traditionally just a single name, something based in their environment.
Is there any coffee left in the pot?
I don't think you need any coffee, my friend.
It's delicious though. I like it.
So there's whiskey, but you can't have any of that either.
Well, that's because it's alcoholic, and is coffee alcoholic?
it
Yeah.
can be if you put whiskey in it.
Uh-huh.
It's not like you would put whiskey in.
You may have one cup.
You
of
may not
coffee,
put whiskey in
I
it.
shall have one cup of
but you have to
Help
get it for
yourself.
yourself.
The DM is trying to run a game, my
Right.
friend.
Yeah,
I
I
can
know.
also work the kitchen. I'll get you a cup though, so you can't reach them.
Yeah, you can't put it in your leather one because it'll melt the wax.
Look at these dice my friend made. They've got literal snakeskin in them.
Ooh.
Oh, is it already in the thing?
Oh no, we got an error code.
Interesting.
Is it already in the thing?
That's really
Is
cool.
the coffee in the thing?
Oh yeah, it is.
What a great idea. I love
Yeah.
it.
They're making some really cool designs.
What fun.
You are.
Oh, wow. What a
Yeah.
beautiful color.
You are.
Like milky purple.
What?
They're working with Urban Artifact, a brewery down in Cincinnati,
Oh, yeah. Alex showed me the picture of the.
and like making ones themed on some of the beers. So
Oh,
I'm like,
I forgot.
here, had to take all my money because I want all these dice.
Yeah.
Alright, so we have a human fighter, a halfling bard, a gnoll druid,
Yep. You keep using this word straight.
Unadorned? Unembellished? milk?
Unaltered.
Alright, so let's see what else we have to decide on for Heidi's knoll.
Oops, I
Did it
the
again.
druid. Yeah, the druid thing said I had some stuff to choose between.
So the first choice
You ate it.
are 2 Druid Skills.
Right. I lost my page. Hold on.
Choose 2 from Arcana,
Yeah.
Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine, Nature, Perception, Religion, and Survival. And those are also listed in the book.
I know. I'm trying to get back to the page. Give me a second.
I'm sorry. No,
There we go. Okay. Here I am. Arcana, Animal Handling, Insight, Medicine. No, because I'm not the healer person. So, maybe Nature and Animal Handling are my 2 personal favorites, but I don't know how useful that is to the team. Do you
Okay.
want to weigh in on that?
Sounds good.
Okay, great. Nature and Animal Handling.
Nature.
I thought I was going to be the animal handler.
You can also
Oh,
be,
that's right. He wanted to handle animals, which is good because I'm an animal.
You
So-
still can.
We can both handle animals.
Sure.
Shouldn't I do something different to broaden our abilities? Insight. Insight's nice. Perception. What's the difference between insight and perception? Perception is seeing the stuff that's there, and insight is making connections about stuff in your head.
Essentially, yeah.
Is it?
Alright, so Nature, and you're going to stay with Animal Handling? I mean, it would make sense for the character.
What about is Arcana just knowledge of magical stuff?
Yes. But more of the... Yes, it is. Less divine magic and more arcane magic.
Okay. You're gonna be a healer, Johnny. Is that right?
Yeah.
Since a bard is more of a secondary healer, not a primary,
Oh,
it
it is?
would make sense. Yeah, bards. I mean, clerics make the best primary healers. That's
But a
sort of-
druid is an okay healer,
A druid is an okay healer. Yeah.
so medicine would not be a bad thing to do.
Not
Okay,
necessarily.
so medicine and nature.
Instead of animal handling.
I guess so, because he's gonna do all that.
Only if you could and then you could just like win. Except for they can only go far. Only if there's such thing as land kraken.
Land kraken.
Land.
There's a butt kraken.
Sorry, I might have spit on the table. I apologize.
Ew.
You get 1 more language to choose.
Oh,
You start with. You get common,
Were we going north? Or we don't know where we're going or what we're doing.
and since gnolls travel a lot, they have access to a wide array of languages. So
Are elves northern or southern creatures?
elves are southern.
What else is a northern creature?
As far as sentient creatures, the Turwin are basically the primary
Yeah, but they
sentient
speak.
creature to the north.
Human, whatever, common.
They have their own language too. Common
Okay.
is sort of the universal trade language. It's called, I think it's called either Lan or Landfall.
Do you
is
hear
the
that
name
wind?
of the common language.
Yeah.
My horse is going to be a kite.
Why? It's like
They get really excited when the weather changes. Oh, she's a little more than 300 pounds, honey.
Oh, sorry. 100 or 500 or 600 or
1,000
something.
or something.
So language.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Okay, we can chew that later.
This is
I mean,
good.
really, it's anything, any sentient language,
It's coffee.
plus some non-sentient, abyssal.
Is there
angelic.
anything ocean?
There's no specific
specific?
maritime language. The
That's what you
Mao
think.
speak with a fish.
are another race of humans that are a seafaring subrace of
Mhm.
humans. They're more oceanic, though. They wouldn't
Without
really
wind.
fly the big lakes.
All right. Well, I want
like
the Turwin then. I'm just going to speak Turwin in common.
Oh, guys, 9 minutes. Translate it. Yeah, let me see. I didn't know Jacob was coming.
you do that separately.
Oh, did you notice he was here?
Well, no, yeah, I did. I forgot he was in. Well, yeah.
You
We
forgot I was
should, we
in
should
here.
invite Jacob next time.
Yeah,
I think we
should.
should. He might like this. I don't
You
know.
might, yeah.
I don't know. Never really thought he was a
I'm going to give you this back.
indie person.
You thought about a name yet?
No, I'm thinking.
Hunter's
Are there any
name
other
is
things?
Reed for some reason.
Read.
Reed.
Other than you choosing your starting spells
Oh, crap.
and equipment and gears and whatnot,
Okay.
You've made all the big choices.
Okay.
And Adrian's initials are Gur.
That's nice. So spells, equipment, and gear.
So to figure out your starting gold, go ahead and roll 2d4, unless you want to start with equipment rather than gold. You can either start with like basic equipment packages, or you can take an amount of gold and then purchase what you want.
Basic packages are fine.
Here's one basic package. So you get a wooden shield or any simple weapon. So you have to choose one or the other, either a shield
simple
or
weapon?
weapon. There's a small list of types: the blading pin, a light crossbow, boomerang, dagger,
Boomerang.
dart, javelin,
Ooh, a
quarterstaff,
javelin.
short bow, spear.
Can a javelin be useful for anything hand to hand?
Like,
I don't think
not
javelins
really.
would be particularly useful at sea because if you throw
Yeah,
it,
I'm gonna
you can't
go with the
retrieve
dagger.
like javelin.
it. You get like, well, I had one.
Is this equipment or gear? What's the difference? They sound like the same thing to me.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay, because you said you need to figure out your spells, your equipment, and your gear.
Did I?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm brain damaged.
All right.
So,
All right. So dagger.
That's what you want for your simple weapon?
Yep.
Dagger. Now, you get
I like copy all of my stuff.
leather armor, an explorer's pack, and a druidic focus. Your
What is-
focus
I don't
can
want the
be-
leather
Is
armor.
there such thing as a
Well, you
bag
can
of
sell it.
clothing in this
Okay.
game?
Once you get it. Not yet.
Is there such thing as a bag of clothing?
So
yeah,
for,
we're-
hold on,
yeah.
we're trying to decide.
Leather
our focus.
armor.
We have a sprig of mistletoe, a totem of some kind, a wooden staff, or a yew wand.
A totem of some kind, because none of those are very
Totem.
oceany. It's going to be a little
and
carved
starting
fish.
equipment.
It's a little carved fish.
So we're
Okay.
picking up Hunter like around 4.
No, he's being dropped off.
You said you're going to sell the leather armor.
I'm going to keep the nice belt though, because I like that belt.
All right, so you start with 9 hit points.
Oh gosh, that's nothing.
Welcome to
Armor
level
class
1.
bonus of 0.
I'm not used to- a what of 0?
Or initiative bonus,
Oh,
because your dexterity is only 11.
okay.
You're proficient in acrobatics, medicine, nature, and perception.
Acrobatics. What?
And this will all be on your character sheet. You don't have to write all this
Okay.
down.
Well, thank you.
All right, so I think we're done with the game.
We're going home.
Oh, we are?
Put your head in
Well, for
to
today.
take a look.
We're going on
Appreciate
Monday.
it, and we'll be back in 2 Saturdays.
2 Saturdays?
2 Saturdays.
Okay.